Hi future doctors, welcome to the next class. In this class, coefficient of restitution during oblique collision we will see. So whenever object is going to be hitting surface by making some angle with the normal. So normal is going to be making theta angle. So it is hitting with velocity u, initial velocity u. So it is rising with another angle alpha with velocity v. So coefficient of restitution is small v. Then see what is the angle made by what is the final velocity after this. So if it is coming with initial velocity u, so this u can be resolved into two components. So which one is going to be theta? So if it is theta means this is going to be theta. Now this is u cos theta, this is going to be u sin theta. Next, whenever it is moving like this is already making, if you observe, alpha angle it is going to make. Correct? If you resolve this v into two components, which is basing theta, that is v cos alpha, which is not basing theta, that is v sin alpha. Understood? So v cos alpha, v sin alpha. Now u sin theta, v sin alpha. In horizontal direction along the surface, there is no change in momentum, there is no change in velocity. So already in laws of motion, somewhere we discussed so many times. In horizontal direction or along the horizontal direction means along the surface. If wall is like this, in this direction there is no change in momentum. If wall is like this, in this direction there is no change in momentum. If ceiling is like this, in this direction there is no change in velocity, change in momentum. Therefore, horizontal velocity v sin alpha is equal to horizontal velocity u sin theta. So call it as equation number 1. Next, in vertical direction. So downwards it is going to be u cos theta, upwards it is going to be v cos alpha. So what is coefficient of restitution definition? v2 minus v1 by u1 minus u2. Here v2, u2 is 0. Before and after collision, there is no velocity. Therefore, minus v1 by u1. So, what is u1? Initial velocity when it is coming downwards. Downwards means u cos theta. U cos theta will take minus because it is coming downwards. What is v1? After hitting, it is going with upwards. That is nothing but v cos alpha. Here minus v cos alpha. This one we have to understand very clearly. Coefficient of restitution will be given perpendicular to the surface. Therefore, we will take downward velocity, upward velocity. After writing this, what is v cos alpha? V cos alpha is e into u cos theta. This is equation number 2. So, equation 2 by 1 or 1 by 2 you can do. Equation 1 by 2. So, what is LHS? V sin alpha divided by v cos alpha is equal to, right side if you go, u sin theta divided by eu cos theta. Eu cos theta. Therefore, if you cancel these two, so tan alpha is equal to, if you cancel u and u, sin theta by cos theta, so tan theta by e. This is the important equation. Again, why we are giving derivation means sometimes this equation we cannot take directly. At that time, this will be helpful for you. So, after resolving this, here I have taken angle with this normal. Sometimes they will give this with along the wall. At that time, this resolution will be coming differently. But whichever coming along the wall, there is no change in velocity. Perpendicular to the wall only, you have to take coefficient of restitution. So, with how much angle it is going to be reflected means, that one tan alpha equal to tan theta by E. E is the coefficient of restitution. Next up, with what velocity it is going to be moving. So for that what we have to do means equation 1 square plus 2 square we have to do. So 1 square plus 2 square means what is 1 square here? V square sin square alpha plus V square cos square alpha equal to RHS U square sin square theta plus E square U square sin square theta. In this what is common? V square is common. So sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. Next right side U square is common. Sin square theta plus E square sorry this is cos square theta. Why we wrote sin theta here? E square U square cos square theta. Cos square theta. Therefore E square U square cos square theta. Now this is going to be 1. Therefore V is equal to U. V square. V is equal to U square U root of sin square theta plus E square U square. U square already common we wrote. Therefore U square term will not come. So E square cos square theta. So this is the final velocity equation. Is it visible? Therefore, alpha is this one, final velocity is u into root of sin square theta plus e square cos square theta. This is during oblique collision. What is the final velocity after collision if it is coming with one angle, and what is the angle made by this object if coefficient of restitution is given. So these two are also important in terms of coefficient of restitution. So this is about collisions. So we will practice some problems later. Thank you.